The first tip is networking and building relationships. And here are three reasons why it works. First, it builds trust a lot faster when you meet somebody in person. People are most likely to hire you if they met you in person or if you've introduced yourself to them. And I know that for myself personally, I have been able to connect with people, whether it's through social media or it's in person. And I've been able to build rapport with people. And now that they know me personally, they get to know me, they get to trust me, and then they like me. So if you build that no trust like factor with somebody, then it's most likely that they will want to work with you if you have a coaching business. And then the second tip is word of mouth referrals. So if you know of somebody that maybe you know personally, or maybe somebody that you have worked with before, and maybe at a job, you could reach out to them and let them know what you're doing. You can tell them, for example, I help people with getting their health back. And then you can tell that person, hey, I'm looking for clients who are looking to get their health back and who are looking to get help with their health. Do you know of anybody? And then if they do know of somebody, then what I would recommend is having them connect the two of you, whether it's via text, whether it's via messenger, and introducing the two of you. And then that way, the person that they will be introducing you to, they already trust you because they trust this person. And so if this person is connecting them to you, that means that you are probably a person that they can trust. And I know that for myself, I've had many clients because of this, where I asked somebody that maybe I've coached before in the past, and I asked them, hey, do you know of anybody that could use this? And they say, yeah, I actually know so and so. Would you mind connecting us together? And then they'll connect us. And you can also just, for example, somebody that you know. So I've also reached out to people that I know personally, whether it's a family member or a colleague or a friend, and then they connect me with somebody. So right now, I challenge you to write down 5 to 10 people that you can reach out to today and ask them for a referral. And then the third and final tip for in regards to networking and building relationships is networking in your community and kind of like positioning yourself as that go-to coach in your area. So if you know of networking events that are in town, go to those and connect with people. For myself personally, I've gone to, for example, Chamber of Commerce in town. I've gone to coffee networkings. I've even created my own networking where I've connected with people and I've signed up clients that way that I met through my networking, and they signed up as a client, whether it was through my coaching or my book project or hire me as a speaker. But if you go to these networking events and then if you make sure that you stay consistent with that, it can definitely help you to get more clients and make money that way. So right now, what I recommend is going into Facebook and then looking up networking events in my town, or you can also look up online just saying networking events in my area, or you can look up Chamber of Commerce and then you can find networking events that way. All right, so the second tip that I want to share with you is sharing value online, and this is content marketing. So if you want people to get to know you as that expert in your field, then you have to demonstrate that you are that person. And the best way to do it is by sharing tips and stories and kind of like just behind the scenes, uh, you know, kind of showing them behind the scenes of what you can do to solve their problems. So, in regards to tips, if let's say you are a relationship coach, then you can talk about one simple tip on how to save your marriage, one simple tip on how to have a better relationship with your kids, and and then you can also share stories, personal stories or stories of clients that you've helped, and that way people will say, "Wow, okay, that tip was very helpful." I can only imagine if they help me with this one tip. I wonder what their coaching might be like. So what that starts to create is curiosity as to what how your coaching works. And you're already giving them nuggets that they can take with them and they can apply in their lives, and you're already giving them value. And since you are already giving them value, then they're going to know you, trust you, and like you. And then if they want to get a coach, who are they going to go to? Yourself. And then in regards to you making content, your content can reach many people and it could reach hundreds, maybe thousands of people all at once, as opposed to networking in your area. It's a great, don't get me wrong, networking is great, but when you're talking about social media, it has so much power that you can reach so many people. And I always tell people leverage that. It's free and you can reach more people with just one post. I've had times where I posted something and then somebody that I don't even know, somebody that's not even on my friends list, reaches out to me and says, "Hey, I could use this. How does that work?" And then I connect with them and then we work together. So you just never know who's watching. I've had people also tell me that, "Hey, I've been watching you for a year. I never hit like, I never comment, but I would like to see if we could work together." And this person, I didn't even know they were on my friends list. You know how you sometimes get friend requests and you have some mutual friends, you add them, and then you just forget that they're there because they never engage in your post. So people, trust me, they're always watching. There's sometimes people that are just watching, but they don't hit like, they don't comment. It could be that they're shy or they just don't want to. It doesn't matter. But you're still providing information that can help them. And then that will help them know you, trust you, and like you. And then potentially maybe they reach out to you and connect with you that they want to work with you. Now, and then this way, instead of you chasing clients, they then are reaching out to you, which is great because that way your network, your marketing is already kind of like your content marketing is already kind of showing them who you are and how you can help them. And if you can solve their problem, then who are they going to go to? You, because you already gave them value before they even work with you. And then the third and final tip is write a book, become an author. You see, the reason why I tell you write a book and become an author because it instantly creates credibility. Being a published author positions you as an expert in your niche. It positions you as an expert in your story and what you have to share. And people really resonate and connect with your story. I've had people that I've worked with that because of their book, because of that chapter that they wrote in a co-authoring book, they were able to connect with more people and people they saw them differently. I could even share an example. I was in a radio show with one of the people that was an author and she was just a co-author, just wrote one chapter. And I remember she was talking to the person that she was going to have on her radio show. And then she said, "Yeah, and I do real estate and then I'm an author." And then the woman, as soon as she heard her say she's an author, she said, "Oh my God, you're an author. That's so cool. That's amazing." So you can see that when people say they're an author, it really captures people's attention because you don't hear too many people that are authors. If you go into a room of 100, 200, 300, maybe even 1,000 people, maybe you'll find one author and you might be the only one too. So you will separate yourself from a lot of your competition by just being an author. And I don't know if you knew this, but less than 2% of people have written a book. So you'd be separating yourself from 98% of the population. And then in regards to the book, another thing that it does, it's your book is kind of like a business card that never gets thrown away. People, if they get something physical, they'll keep it. And then one extra tip that just came up for me, my business card is my bracelet. I'll also recommend that. My bracelet says I am enough, and then I believe in myself, and then it has my website in there. And people love these. I've seen people still to this day, years later, they're still carrying my bracelet. So in a way, they're still carrying my business card. And some people have reached out and said, "Hey, I was looking at your bracelet. I was just reaching out. How have you been?" And then I've actually signed up clients that way. But getting back to the book is a business card that people will never throw away because let's keep it real. If you go to networking events or you meet people that give you a business card, you either save it, save their contact in your phone, and then you throw it away, or you just throw it away. You don't even save their contact information. I have business cards that I have thrown away. I still have business cards right here at my desk. And some of them I haven't even looked at because there's just so many business cards. But if you have a bracelet that brings value to people, I mean, just imagine having a bracelet that says "I believe in myself" or "I am enough." That says a lot about how they feel about your business card. But again, getting back to the book, man, I'm kind of going in another direction here, but your book will say a lot about you and how you're the authority figure. And just imagine if you have your own book with your face on it right there, boom. Or and people just are going to be remembering you. You're going to be at the top of their mind because they have their book on their shelf. They have your book on their shelf. And then the last thing that I want to share in regards to the book, it also helps you land speaking engagements or even podcast interviews or exposure to the media. Just today, I was having a conversation with one of the people that was in the book, and she said how that the news was interviewing her because of her authorship, and also also because of her profession. But they were really excited about the author, the book, that being an author, that was really exciting for them. So it could get you exposure to social media. So these are the three uh, tips that I wanted to share with you on how you can land more clients. And if you even just use one of these strategies, you'll start to see like more clients coming your way. But if you also want to take it a little bit further, contact me. Send me a text message at 520-392-9179 for a free consultation so I can show you how you can grow your coaching business, get clients, and make money. And you can also send me a message if you like on my Facebook, Andres Ruiz. I will be providing the description down below here for the YouTube channel. And if you're getting a lot of value from these videos, please hit subscribe and like, and also hit the bell notification so that way you can get the notification that I will be releasing a video, which I release every Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And again, if you found this useful, please drop in the chat which one of these tips you're going to be applying this week. Have a great day. Peace.